Polygamous is dirty. Is the dirty game is deadly. Crying from the staircase.
Oh my
Then
God.
they say, who is crying? Hola Jojo is crying. Hey, everybody say, hey, come, my baby. What happened? I said, Mom is from a polygamous home. Dad had 6 wives, 30 siblings. Our mom being the fourth one.
Wow, you said that to your father?
That to my father.
Wow. Hello everyone. Welcome to Life Lessons with Queen Billion. And today we are going to be having a guest with us. My mother, who is over 60 years old, and she has a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of life lessons to share with us. Welcome to Conversations with My Mother. Welcome, Mommy.
Thank you, my daughter.
It's been a long time coming. So, recently, my husband surprised me, to bring my mom all the way to the UK. And I didn't know that was going on. So, Mommy, now spill the beans. How did the two of you go about planning this huge surprise that I didn't even know was happening?
Oh, glory be to God.
Hallelujah.
It's often that our husband called me and said, Abimbola doesn't know about this planning. So it was only my son, my last born, that are aware of it in Nigeria. You know that some of other family knew, just two about a cousins of our husband knew about it. It was the last day that our husband said, I should call Abimbola, that ask her about her well-being and what has been going on, that the reason why I didn't call her for past 3 days. So that very day I arrived, she was already sleeping with the baby, and we knock on the door. Come and see surprise.
It was a crazy day.
Come and see surprise. It was so fun, and we really have fun that day.
So how did you feel surprising me?
In my heart, I said, will Abimbola take this thing easy with us?
Why?
Because I know her. I say, hey, you are planning cool. It's like we are planning cool. You people can kill me.
Did you not plan cool? True.
We really plan cool, but Abimbola will be thinking that one day these people can plan to kill me.
No, because you can just imagine people that you trust so much. All of that is going on under your nose, and you didn't know. It was crazy. Even my husband's niece was in on it, and she's in I see her every day, and she too didn't spill. I'm sure they were saying all of the planning in front of my baby, but because he cannot speak now, he couldn't tell me. You can imagine. So it was lovely. Like, my husband really got me. Like, it was the surprise was too much. I don't think I'll ever recover from that shock, from that surprise. But so that's just so a lot of you have seen the video of the surprise, and if you haven't, you can go check it out on the channel. So basically, what's the first lesson that we're going to learn about Mommy? Okay, but basically the first thing that we should do is to just basically say, Mommy, tell us about yourself, your background. I know that you're from a polygamous mom is from a polygamous home. A brief about that. Her dad had 6 wives, and I think she has over 30 siblings, and her mom being, I think the 5th wife. The fourth one. So, I know a bit of the story, but it's only that story and the life lessons that she has learned. So, apart from telling us about how you were from a polygamous home and all of that, what were the key lessons that you took? Because I know I remember you telling me about how you have to fight for your rights and all of those things, and how you have to stand up for yourself. So, for some people that are watching, they are going through the trauma of being born in a polygamous family, and they don't know how to handle it. It's as if everything is against them. How did you handle it, and what do you have to tell them?
Oh, beautiful question.
Thank you.
I'm from a royal home, polygamous for that matter, and right there then, at 10 years old, I've made up my mind that being a polygamous house doesn't mean that you are going to end up being a polygamous house. So I decided to make up my mind. I used to tell all my people, all my family, that I want to be like Oyibo. That's my life. I said, I will born just 2.
Wow.
I made up my mind. I said, okay, if my husband's family now decided that, hey, our wife, you have to give us one more, maybe making 3. But I go, we have it. Because I marry a professor, I just have just two, a boy and a girl.
Wow.
And God just butter my bread. That is how I was free from being a polygamous house myself. Growing up, the lesson there is that all mothers fighting for their own children. Some of them will wish their own children be better than the other wife. So therefore they curb their own children against another children, so that then to my own side I was the firstborn of my mother. So that make it too much for me, because my mother died at the age of 35. Wow. I was just 18 then. Wow. So that it was so hard. Anytime there's offense on my juniors, I mean my siblings, my father will say, go back to your grandmother, go back to your grandmother. I said, I stood my ground that this one, you are the one that born them. They have nowhere to go.
How many of them?
I have all of us. We are 5. Okay. So 4 of them. They said, I told them, I said, no. If you can't take care of them, why can't you bury them when their mother was died?
You said that to your father?
I said that to my father.
Wow.
So 2 weeks after I left, when I returned back home because I was in boarding house, then I said, the most senior wife called me and said, Ola Joju, when you left, your daddy cried. I said, what happened? He said, because he asked you to take Wumi along, our last one.
How old was she?
She was just 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
He has to take her along with me when I was in Badam. I said, no, I cannot take Wumi.
Is she your responsibility?
It's not my responsibility. I said, if you can't take care of Wumi or take it from the mother, because they asked her to grant Pepe. With hand, a small child, just 5 years old. Why would that child, in this death and age, who will use hands to blend Pepe? I said, no, Daddy, it's your responsibility, but if you can't do it. That time when, since 1980, when my mother died, you could have buried Wumi with my mother, so that we know that it's only 4 of us that remain.
Oh my God.
So that is how Daddy now said, I say yes.
Wow.
That is it. So that one passed. So one time when I was in Ibadan working with IIT, International Tropical Agriculture at Ibadan. One time the first wife of my father died. I went to, although I first branch at Oyo to tell my friend that I'm going to Ogbomoso, one of her mother died. I enter one chance.
Wow. And
they carry me to a remote place. Jesus. And they collected all my money. The name that the reason why the people are so poor is because they don't know how to, the magic about it, that I should bring out all my money. I brought all my money. They said we will be cutting the edges of money so that one will turn to millions.
Oh my God. I
was fascinated. I don't have money here. I just have only 303,000 naira with me here. They said no, I should bring it. What can I use to hold so that they will help me borrow money somewhere? That I was using very tinted glasses, and because I see where I was working in Solimbo that owned the place. So because of that, I have a very expensive glasses. Imagine. It's crazy. I removed my glasses, I gave to them. Come and see. They said, I can be going now. 5 minutes immediately, my senses back to me. I said, oh my God. What happened to me? Where is my money?
Since that is one chance.
I suppose when I reach home, the mother that died was maybe about over 80 years old. I was crying. My daddy used his agbada to clean up, to wipe off my tears. Oh my God. I was still crying. My father didn't know why I was crying. He said, it's okay. I said, no. I was just crying. Oh I cried.
That's a tragedy.
My father couldn't understand it.
Oh my God.
He used his agbada to clean my face. He said, it's okay. Everybody was just, it's okay. I said, they didn't know that. Because if my father knew, if my father knew what exactly that happened, he can be looking for those guys. So I just kept it to myself. I said, hey, Daddy must not know why I'm crying. He said, Mama that died. She's old now. Why you crying? Are you the only one he died for? Afterwards, it's not your direct mother.
Oh
I said,
God.
no, this is my mother. It's still my mother. I'm just I cried.
Oh my God.
Thank
Wow.
God that I cried out because if not,
Oh, I
because
can imagine the
I just
pain.
asked the boss people that my house is is directly on the Roman road. So I just collect money from the people that sell in front of our house. I said, take your own.
Yeah.
You know, I started crying from the staircase.
Oh my
Then they said, who is crying? I said, Hola Jojo is crying. Hey, everybody said, hey, come, my baby. What happened? I said,
my mother down with the drama. Oh my God.
No, that it was not because of that mother died.
Oh wow.
So another scenario. I have an auntie. The one that one auntie is a junior to my father. Anytime, any day you arrive home, she'll be asking, hey, what happened again? Why did you come home again? Every time. One day I made up my mind. I said, today, all this what happened again will be buried.
Wow.
So when I arrive, what happened? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ṣé kó ló tán ni? Àbí rice ló tán ní Yorùbá? Ọgbọ́n ló tán ni? Rice ló sí òsì. Ẹ dẹ̀ máa ní sí òsì. Ṣé ká mọ̀ wálé mọ́ ni? Ẹ wálé mo ló bẹ́ẹ̀ ká máa wálé. She locked herself up. She didn't even want to see my face until I returned. God. Because she's evil. She's evil. Because if not, you are not evil, somebody that is coming from a journey, you're supposed to embrace her and pet her and give her food and do what mother.
Auntie, not even a stepmother.
Not even a stepmother. Auntie, no. So the day I show her, I said, ṣé ká má wálé mọ́ ni? Ẹ dẹ̀ máa ní sí òsì. Kí ló dé? Okay, mo ló better. She locked herself up in the bedroom. In our bedroom, and that is the end of that story. So imagine in a polygamous house. I was just 10. Everybody gang up. I didn't know why they hated me. But in that scenario, I now called one of the seniors and said, why did everybody don't want to see me? And they said, you are shiny. I said, what will not make me shiny? I'm still a baby, 10 years old. I'm still a baby now. That time I replied that. I said, why not? I said,
you can see I'm my mother's daughter.
I can't let them not like me till today. If the shiny is still shiny over 60, I'm going to turn 62 years old. And look at me. See my daughter. To God be the glory. And this very auntie concluded that I was just little baby. I didn't even have breast. She said I can never have a child. I said, hey, my auntie, she said I can never have. As if she has consulted all her idols and they tell her. But to God be the glory. I had a boy and I have a girl. To God be the glory. She's late now, but so I didn't even acted. Because of that, I didn't even hated her. I still love them. All people that hated me those days, I didn't love them. I didn't even carry their name to any place that kill this one, kill that one. No, never. It's not in my. What I love most, even right at 10 years old, that I know my left to the right, prayer. Till today, prayer. That is only thing that
hold on to your God.
Hold on to my God. Because I'm the firstborn of my own mother. There's nothing behind me. There's nobody that back me up except God. Till today. So that's why God is, now that God is buttering my bread, nobody should complain, because God is all the way, all along.
Wow. That was very loaded. I'm sure somebody that is going through polygamous issues has learned one or two things from mommy, because at the end of the day, everybody has their life to live and you would always face trial. So, and I think it's one of the things that has actually shaped you into the person that you are. because for you to be able to face your dad and be able to tell him off when he wasn't taking responsibility, and to be able to even tell off your auntie when she was trying to like literally chase you from your father's house and all of that. So I mean, how do you handle sibling rivalry? Like, you had, you in that your royal compound, you had like 60 like 30 siblings from your own dad and another 30 from your own uncle. So that's like 60 plus children living in one house. How did you stand out? How did you, find your own path and be able to be your own person and not feel dominated, or like you're just in a sea of people?
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Looking back, how I did it is not me. But I know somebody back me up, which is Jesus.
Hallelujah.
And then it was so tough that, when in a home of 60 children, six wives from the first father, 6 wives from the second father, they follow each other biologically. And you cannot say this is my friend among all the 60.
Wow. Even the one
Even I can remember when I graduated and I was looking for a job. Because of that hatred, I went to my auntie that was working as a custom officer, connect for that matter. She said, no, it's not only your certificate you can rely on. I said, fine, I can trade. He said, no, whether you can trade or not. She was calling everybody, carry everybody. It was this morning I just saw your credential when I was sweeping my room. I said,
Imagine.
I said, okay, should I be coming to be washing your clothes or ironing it so that you can get me a job, so that let me survive too? I'm the most senior in my own mother's line. He said, no, she have somebody that is doing for her. So when our father died, and our last born was just, see a baby, maybe about 15 years old, just graduated from secondary school. I went to her, I said, I learned that there will be a general clothing for all the children. He said, no. Even our own children, they don't have among them. They don't have Ashebi. I said, what about Wumi? Wumi, it is the baby to daddy before daddy died. What will happen to her? She said, only Wumi, she will adjust. I said, fine. So when I got home, I asked Wumi to go and say thank you to Big Mommy that she's the one that
bought clothes for her father's burial.
Immediately, Wumi returned back home. She carried Ankara for hand. I said, what happened? Where is your Ashoke? She said, it's only Ankara she can afford to buy.
This is Ashoke.
This God is wonderful.
This is Ashoke.
This Ashoke. To God be the glory. I have a friend that used to sell this Ashoke in my former church. And I asked her that, can she get exact that clothes, that Ashoke for us? She said yes. I gave her the money for all of us. Even my daughter was just 2 years old then. She have Ashoke then.
Yeah.
And do you know
with bag and
home,
shoe? Yeah.
After everybody dance, our Ashoke never arrived. But the church said, no, we have not seen the Omoloku Gongon. Meaning they have not seen the Olajoju, because I was a choir then before I moved to Lagos then. So until I dance and my sibling dance, that is when they close the Thanksgiving. It's just God though, because it's not my own day. I didn't even bribe them. I didn't even know they are waiting for me until I dance and my sibling dance. So now back home, I was in boarding house, and all of us, we used girls, we go to girls high school, boys, they go to grammar school, which is only boys then. So among anything that missing in that compound, to tell you how polygamous is so terrible. Only me, they will attack, say I'm the one that took that thing. Okay, I've been managing this, I've been managing it. I said, hey, the day I blow for these people, they will never hurt me again.
Wow.
So one day, one of our brother had an accident. So the reason why he had an accident was he went to Ibadan. Daddy have already gone to abroad that time, and he sent money, all our school fees. On his way coming back to Ogbomoso, my place, he had an accident, fatal one, but God preserved him. It's today. He had even if you see his edge now, the mark was still there, but all people died in that accident, but God saved him.
Hallelujah.
So we had that, me and my friend, in my school they call us Yali and Yawo, meaning the senior wife and the junior wife. So we came home to come and say sorry to that my brother. Immediately, because that my friend was a chaplain of the church, our chapel at Guest High School. Immediately we woke up. I said, okay, this is my sponge. Quickly go and bath. Let me go and bath up. But that time, my senior mother was bathing at that time, so I have to wait. Do you know? Immediately I returned to my room. My friend said, one of our junior wife came and said, they were looking for our almost can, meaning almost sponge. The children. Sponge. We are not children because the senior wife that born us. Only the two. We have last two wives, so they call us. We are not children, but their own children is the children. To tell you how polygamous is so deadly, and it's just only God that can save any people that enter into that polygamy. Polygamous is the dirty game, is deadly. So I said, what do they want? Can't they wait till I come? Like a stranger, why are they asking this food? I said, today. I said, hello. I went to their room. I said, what happened? What did you ask from my friend? He said, we are looking for the children's sponge. I said, mama it's today. It's a hide the He said, no. Yeah, I want my way. I said, the children want to bath. I said, who are the children? It was that day I told them how they enter my father's house. I told them wrong. I said, I know you this is your position, and you suddenly become a wife.
Wow. And
this is your position, you suddenly become a wife.
Telling you your history.
So I told them, and they relaxed. So that is that one. Another one, I graduated from Oyo Technical College, and I wanted to do my graduation. And I traveled from Ogbomoso to Lagos. And my daddy now called me one day that, I learned that you did graduation. I said, yes, because when I gave you the list of the graduating items that we're supposed to produce and whatever. Even when I wanted to do my last, because it was not funny at all. He said, no money. I said, anybody that didn't have money for my success, he doesn't deserve to be in the graduate. I said, hey, is it my money you need? You don't need my personality. Which personality? Personality by my foot. No. There's nothing like personality in this race. Your daughter wants you to crown what he has been successful about, and you said you don't have money. How much is that money that time? Small money, about 2,600.
Imagine that time.
And he said he have money. Oh, my father was very, very rich. He said you have no money. I said, fine, since you don't have money, you don't have right to be at my graduation. That is how we end that story. So one day, I traveled to Mina and I came back. So I have a message to deliver, and I told my father that I wanted to go to one of the remote area in Ogbomoso, my place. He said, come, you are a bastard. I said, bastard, you call me bastard? He said, I should get out of my house. I said, my own house? This is my father's house. It is you that will pack your bag.
Why did you? What caused?
I said, you will pack your
What
bag.
what
What
happened? Why?
happened?
What resulted into him saying calling you a bastard?
He said, I did my graduation. It's the graduation that
Okay,
he's still
see.
fighting.
Oh, he still had the
Is that the
grudge.
God? He said, no, he can't take it. Why didn't you want? I don't want him to be at the graduation. But when you get to Lagos, the people that you told that they want to do graduation, they told me. I said, fine. At my father's house in Lagos, some of my auntie came. They said, why am I in Lagos? I said, I want to buy my graduation things. And that is how they got to know. And they didn't give me anything, not because that I went to them to say, no, they must pay this. They didn't give me anything. But now you are now forcing me. I said, no. Go back to your father's house. I said, this is my own father's house. He said, bastard. I forgot to tell you this. When I was in school, Ogbomoso Girls High School, what happened at that time, at Ogbomoso Girls High School, the principal said we should go and call our parents. Because we used to, maybe they gave us assignments to cut the grass. But we said our hand will be paining us. We know we are girls. So he said, no. The labor prefect now came to us that those people that didn't cut their grass principal said they should go and call their father. And when I got home, I met this my auntie that I told you earlier of. He said, how would they know you? My father will not go. Me too, I will not go. I said, fine. If you don't go, God will go. God will be with me. When I returned back to school, I went to the principal directly because principal used to call me Omo Daddy. Everybody used to call me Omo Principal. I said, because he said my father was a father. So me, I don't become Omo Principal automatically. So I went directly to her because it's a woman. I said, Daddy, you know they also. That's why I come back. He said, who else is to go and call my father? I said, the labor prefect said we should go and call all our parents because we didn't cut the grass. He said, never. Don't you know that if I see you, I see your daddy. So never, I will never. So one day, Daddy now called the whole house. He said, come and see you. The principal said, don't you resemble me? I said, ẹyin yín, etí yín, orí yín, everything ló fi jọ yín. Daddy say, hey, ó jọ mí tó yẹn. Wọ́n ló jọ yín o. Eléyìí ò tẹ ẹ rí i pé ìwà yín ni. Gbogbo kéèyàn strong lójú kéèyàn. Because the real name of my home is Aláyàbíẹ̀sọ́, meaning a warrior. So we never afraid of anything. So that one helped me because the gene of fearlessness is in me. So anything I face it, I don't I challenge anything that come my way, right down there and settle and go move on. That is me. So with prayer and everything, that is what has been helping me all the way. So to God be the glory because I survived the polygamy house.
Thank you guys. So hope you've enjoyed the polygamous experience of my mom. And let me know your polygamy experience in the comment section, and do give this video a thumbs up because that was a very, very interesting session. So if you want to see more conversations with my mother, do let me know in the comment section. Until next time, it's conversation with my mother on the Life Lessons with Queen Billion show. Laters.
Thank you.